Nigeria, where a woman has been beaten to death and set on fire on college premises. She was a student in this college. Her killers were her own classmates. What was her crime? Blasphemy. Her classmates accused her of insulting the Prophet Muhammad, and so they killed her. The incident has shocked the world. The incident took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto. The victim has been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education. The students were upset over her comments, so they hunted her down, dragged her out of her college room, and attacked her and then set her ablaze. The details are disturbing, to say the least. The police have arrested 2 suspects and have promised to nab all those involved in the attack. The video of the attack has gone viral with the hashtag Justice for Deborah. An online petition has also been launched seeking punishment for her killers. What's more disturbing is that this is not the first such incident in Nigeria. Cases of vigilantism and people being jailed for blasphemy keep happening periodically. And in most cases, those accused of blasphemy are from the minority community. And it's not just armed vigilantism that is of concern. Terror groups like the Boko Haram frequently attack villages and kill civilians based on their beliefs. In Nigeria, Muslims constitute 53% of the population and Christians 46%. Despite this religious diversity, Nigerians remain vulnerable to sectarian persecution. Once again, this is our top focus at this hour. A disturbing, shocking incident being reported from Nigeria. A woman has been beaten to death and then set ablaze on her college premises. Her killers are her own classmates, and her crime, according to them, was blasphemy. Her classmates had accused her of insulting the Prophet Muhammad, and so they killed her. The incident naturally has shocked the world. It took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto, and the victim has now been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student at the Shehu Shagari College of Education. The students were reportedly upset over her comments, so they hunted her down, dragged her out of her college room, and then set her ablaze. The details of the investigation are now coming to light. The police say that they have arrested 2 suspects and have promised to nab all those who are involved in this attack. The video of the attack has gone viral. Disturbing video has now gone viral. People have been talking about it. The hashtag Justice for Deborah has gone viral. An online petition has also been launched seeking punishment for her killers. All of them were her classmates. Beyond World is One is now available in your country.
This is typical of what goes on there. Okay? And, you have people saying that Christians and Muslims worship the same God. No, we don't. No way in hell do we worship the same God. And this is something that has been going on for a long time. The blasphemy laws. Excuse me. Islam, and and that's, Islam is about death and destruction. Okay, Muhammad was a rapist. He was a conqueror. He was a slave trader. He bought and traded blacks like currency. And these people who adopt the true Islam, they have to be brought to justice, and they have to be punished for what they did. Okay, they talk about religious tolerance. There is none. And she died a martyr. Hopefully her death will spark change. Hopefully. But I doubt it. Because Islam has been something of a protected religion And this is the result of it. Fight against grooming gangs hindered by fear by being branded a racist. Inquiry official calls for ethnicity data of grooming gangs to be recorded on the scale and nature of the abuse is understood and can be acted upon. The fight against grooming gangs is still being hampered by authorities' fears that they could be called racist for documenting abuses, ethnicity, an official has said. A damning report by the Independent Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse, IICSA, found child sexual exploitation that continues in all parts of England and Wales a decade after it became a national scandal. The report said children were being abused in the most degrading and destructive ways amid extensive failures by local authorities and police forces. John O'Brien, secretary to the inquiry, called for a cultural change to ensure that child sexual exploitation can be understood and prevented. We need to break this culture where people are worried that they might be accused of being racist just because they record factual information, he told The Independent. Yes, because in Afghanistan, sexual abusing children and women is the cultural norm. And they're going to bring that to other countries, so they have to be stopped and punished for it. To tackle any problem, you need to understand its scale and its nature. Data recording is crucial. If you don't know how many people in your area are doing this, how many people are affected by it, what type of people are you doing it, what type of people are doing it, and what type of people are being affected by it, you can't begin to tackle it efficiently. So we need a whole new cultural change. Treat them like regular people who break the laws. You put them in prison, you have them stand trial, and you give them a long sentence. And the truth is, in Islam, their patriarch Muhammad was molesting children. So guess what his followers are going to do? They're going to do the same thing. This is why Islam is so dangerous. Okay? Official reports into abuse by grooming gangs have identified racism fears as an issue for almost a decade, but O'Brien said cases seen by IICSA latest report were very recently indeed. In 2013, a report by Parliament's Home Affairs Committee considered a widespread perception that the majority of perpetrators were of Asian or Muslim origin. Okay? I think it's time to stand up against this cultural jihad. Stand up and start punishing these people for their crimes. And stop being trying to be politically correct. Okay? That has to be done. And those pastors who are trying to say Islam and Christianity are the same, they need to be held accountable if any sexual abuse happens under their watch. Okay. The following year, a child sexual exploitation in Rotherham found no evidence of children's social care staff being influenced by the demographics of perpetrators, but said there was perceived message from council leaders to downplay the ethnicity. So we're talking about a Home Office report published in December 2020 said that although a number of high-profile grooming cases, including in Rotherham, Rochdale, and Telford, mainly involved men of Pakistani ethnicity, links between ethnicity and this form of offending could not be proven. So we are in a world that is so scared of doing the right thing because they're afraid of being called racist, because you are dealing with an issue, okay, that is harming kids because of the person's religious faith. And this is how the devil is working. Okay. Well, like I say, is thoughts and prayers for this woman, Deborah. And hopefully the village could get help. Because if the law enforcement in Nigeria ain't going to do it, find somebody else who will get justice for Deborah. And punish these men through legal means. Thoughts and prayers. And all those other Christians who are going through this nightmare. Later.